Episode 14 of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 9 delivered exactly what fans of Zatima have been craving, a powerful blend of maturity, vulnerability, and fire. It wasn't just another lover's quarrel, it was a masterclass in emotional growth, communication, and the true meaning of partnership. This episode opened with Zach walking into Fatima's workplace, not to start another argument, but to finally clear the air. The tension from the previous night still lingered, yet there was something different about Zach this time. He wasn't defensive or combative, he was calm, collected, and ready to take accountability. That, in itself, was a huge step for him. The power of accountability. When Zach knocked on the already open door and Fatima saw him, her guard immediately went up. She told him she wasn't in the mood for another argument, but Zach quickly disarmed her with sincerity. He admitted that he'd been thinking, both good thoughts and bad, and while Fatima's hormones had her emotions spinning, he wasn't there to criticize. He simply wanted to talk. Zach's acknowledgement of his wrongs, especially regarding the home birth decision, when he invited a midwife without consulting Fatima, showed tremendous growth. He openly told her, "It's your body, your decision." That line hit differently. It wasn't just an apology, it was a man finally realizing the importance of listening to his partner. The strength in vulnerability. Fatima, on her part, didn't hold back either. She admitted her fault in not calling Zach when Karen reached out. Her explanation felt genuine. She didn't want to betray Karen's trust, but she now understood how it looked from Zach's perspective. Her honesty was raw, emotional, and necessary. In that moment, both of them realized that growth in a relationship doesn't come from perfection. It comes from effort. Their willingness to have tough conversations without walking away was what made this scene stand out. Zach even confessed that he, too, felt relief when the paternity truth about Karen's baby came out. It was a vulnerable confession that peeled back another layer of his emotional complexity. The two shared a quiet moment of understanding, acknowledging that love sometimes means sitting in discomfort together until it passes. When Chaz crossed the line. Just when fans thought peace had finally been restored, boom! Chaz Duncan entered the chat, literally. His sudden appearance at Fatima's workplace instantly reignited the tension. His sarcastic line, "Damn, you follow her everywhere too, little man," was the spark that could have set the entire room ablaze. But Fatima wasn't having it. For the first time in a while, she didn't let Zach fight her battles. Instead, she stood tall, calm, and firm. She set boundaries right there in front of both men, telling Chaz that he'd crossed the line and that their professional relationship was over. Chaz, of course, tried to play the power card, reminding her that he was the client. But Fatima didn't flinch. She replied that he was no longer her client. When he accused her of choosing Zach over money, Fatima made it clear, "I'm going to choose Zach anytime." It was bold, heartfelt, and empowering. That moment wasn't about submission, it was about loyalty and self-respect. Fatima proved that she could prioritize love and still stand firm as a woman who knows her worth. The bond that keeps them together. What makes Zach and Fatima's relationship magnetic isn't that they never argue, it's that they always find their way back. They face chaos, insecurities, and outside interference, yet somehow they manage to rebuild stronger each time. This episode beautifully showcased that bond. Zach's humor, his willingness to listen, and Fatima's honesty all blended into a moment of reconnect that reminded fans why Zatima remains one of the most loved couples on television. Even after Chaz's disrespect, Zach didn't lose control. He trusted Fatima to handle it, and she did, gracefully. Their teamwork, emotional intelligence, and renewed communication showed a level of maturity that Sistas fans have been waiting to see. What this means for the future. With each episode, we're watching Zach and Fatima evolve from lovers to partners. Their chemistry is undeniable, but their growth is what truly captivates the audience. The conference room scene wasn't just a random workplace run-in. It was symbolic. It represented how far they've come from the impulsive couple they once were. But, knowing Tyler Perry's world, peace never lasts too long. Chaz's parting words, "You're gonna regret this," might hint at future trouble. Could he come back to stir more drama? Or will this solidify Zach and Fatima's trust once and for all? Either way, Sistas Season 9 Episode 14 gave fans one of the most emotionally grounded Zatima moments to date. It reminded everyone that love isn't about avoiding conflict, it's about fighting through it together. From chaos to connection, how Zach and Fatima's love story in Sistas evolved through conflict and accountability. In the world of Tyler Perry's Sistas, no couple has captivated fans quite like Zach and Fatima, or as the fandom fondly calls them, Zatima. Their relationship has become one of the most emotionally charged, talked about, and beautifully complicated love stories on television. From fiery arguments to soft apologies, from mistrust to total surrender, Zach and Fatima have shown that love is not about being perfect, it's about growing together through the imperfections. This isn't your typical boy meets girl, they fall in love, and live happily ever after story. Zatima's journey is full of bruises, lessons, and breakthroughs, all sculpted by Tyler Perry's brilliant use of conflict and emotional tension. Let's break down the evolution of Zach and Fatima's relationship, how accountability became their greatest healing tool, and how Tyler Perry's signature drama has forged a love story stronger than ever. The evolution of Zach and Fatima, from strangers to soulmates. When Zach and Fatima first crossed paths, fans immediately sensed an undeniable spark. Fatima wasn't just another woman in Zach's life. She was the one who saw through his chaos. At the time, Zach was still tangled in emotional baggage, dealing with heartbreak, money problems, and the lingering shadow of his past with Karen. But Fatima didn't see him for who he was. She saw who he could be. She offered encouragement, structure, and tough love in equal measure. While most women might have run away from Zach's unpredictability, Fatima stood her ground, giving him something he'd never truly had before, stability. As their relationship grew, so did their challenges. They faced exes, jealousy, and misunderstandings that could have easily destroyed them. Yet, every time they hit rock bottom, they found a new layer of strength. Their love story became less about passion and more about partnership, a journey of self-discovery, forgiveness, and mutual respect. Zatima's evolution is a mirror of real-life relationships. It shows that even the deepest connections need work, patience, and a willingness to grow through discomfort. Accountability, the secret to their survival. If there's one lesson Sistas Season 9 Episode 14 taught us, it's that accountability is the heart of Zatima's strength. For a long time, Zach struggled with pride and defensiveness. When things went wrong, he'd deflect, joke, or walk away. Fatima, on the other hand, carried the weight of being the strong one, often suppressing her feelings to keep the peace. But this episode flipped the script. When Zach walked into Fatima's office to talk, his energy was different. He wasn't there to argue, he was there to own up. He admitted his mistakes, like making decisions about her body without asking her first, and acknowledged that it wasn't fair. That moment of accountability changed everything. It wasn't just an apology, it was healing through humility. Fatima followed his lead. She opened up about why she didn't call him when Karen reached out, admitting that even though she thought she was protecting him, she now understood how that hurt him. That's the beauty of accountability. It shifts the focus from blame to understanding. In that moment, Zatima stopped fighting against each other and started fighting for each other. Their relationship stopped being a battlefield and became a classroom, where both of them were willing to learn, unlearn, and try again. Accountability didn't just save their relationship, it rebuilt it. Tyler Perry's secret weapon: conflict as a catalyst for growth. If there's one thing Tyler Perry knows how to do better than anyone, it's using conflict to build depth. For most couples on TV, conflict means destruction. But for Zach and Fatima, it means evolution. Every fight, misunderstanding, or betrayal in their storyline serves a purpose. Perry doesn't throw drama at them just for shock value. He uses it to strip away pride, ego, and fear until what's left is the truth. Take the recent confrontation with Chaz Duncan, for example. The moment could have easily turned into another shouting match, but instead, it revealed how far Fatima had come. She didn't let Zach handle it with aggression. She took control, set boundaries, and made a bold decision to walk away from toxic energy. That was growth. That was power. And Zach's reaction? He didn't explode or try to dominate the situation. He trusted Fatima to handle it. That's the kind of quiet strength that comes only from love forged in fire. Through Tyler Perry's lens, every challenge they face becomes a mirror of real love, unpredictable, messy, but ultimately redemptive. He uses pain to purify, chaos to clarify, and arguments to create breakthroughs. Why fans relate to Zatima? Fans love Zach and Fatima not just because they look great together, but because they feel real. They make mistakes, they overthink, they lash out, they apologize, and they keep choosing each other. Their story teaches that love isn't about constant happiness, it's about consistent effort. It's the accountability, forgiveness, and resilience that make their bond unbreakable. Zatima's journey has become a mirror for anyone who's ever loved someone through their flaws, a reminder that sometimes, the person worth fighting for is also the person who challenges you the most. The takeaway: conflict doesn't break strong love, it refines it. Zach and Fatima's relationship is living proof that love is not found in perfection, but in persistence. They've survived betrayals, insecurities, and the ghosts of old relationships. Yet they always return to the same place: each other. Tyler Perry has crafted them into a couple that reflects the truth about love, that it's not easy, but it's worth it. So as season 9 continues, one thing's clear: every tear, every argument, every apology is leading Zach and Fatima toward a stronger, deeper, and more unshakable connection. Because in the world of sisters, love doesn't just survive the storm, it learns how to dance in the rain. The road ahead for Zatima. As Zach and Fatima continue to navigate the complexities of their relationship, fans are eager to see how their journey unfolds. The challenges they face are not just plot devices but reflections of real-life struggles couples encounter. Their story is a testament to the idea that love requires constant nurturing and a willingness to adapt and grow. The upcoming episodes promise to delve deeper into their dynamic, exploring how they handle external pressures and internal conflicts. With Chaz's ominous warning lingering in the background, Viewers are left wondering what new hurdles might test their bond. Will they continue to rise above adversity, or will they face setbacks that challenge their newfound understanding? Tyler Perry's storytelling ensures that each twist and turn serves as an opportunity for character development. The evolution of Zach and Fatima's relationship is not just about romantic milestones but about building a foundation that can withstand the tests of time.